What's going on, guys? I am back and I am playing The Wolf Among Us once again on the Xbox One, and we are on episode 5, chapter 5, so let's get right into it. I ended up sparing him.
I know, but we have to do
So,
something.
we'll
Are
see.
you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you
They're
know...
amazing.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What
people?
could they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't
He's
you?
already dead.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead?
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced
A
prostitution
misunderstanding.
at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're in.
Everyone just
Let
shut
him
up
speak,
for a
man.
minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens.
He has the
These
right to
charges,
speak.
if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that
With no
right.
proper protection
This
or
is
anything.
about justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
That guy's tall.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
No.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She
the
wasn't
busi-
given
and
a
the
choice.
businesses you took
Do you
over?
really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted
And the
their
threats
lives like
you've been
that?
doing at
I'm sorry,
Beauty
Holly.
and Beast.
I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
And you kept them in debt.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Really.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon.
Oh god,
She
she's gonna
left
hate me for
everything
burning
she
her
had back in
tree.
the homelands.
Fuck.
Everything that matters, anyway.
Fuck.
With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I
And
do
you gave
for
her
you?
illegal glamour.
got my tree back.
You gave her
I
trees.
got her tree back.
Yeah, she's making
And in turn,
glamours.
we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
And then they got
Because
killed.
I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
you burned it down?
You see?
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
See? So
It
she just
wasn't
admitted
her
it.
fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Here we go.
We've made some mistakes.
Everyone's
I've
going back on
made some
their
mistakes.
fucking thoughts here.
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Exactly.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination
Sounds
of
surprised
this
they're not
town
with me.
is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Oh, she's on my side. Look at that. I burned her tree. Fuck, I feel like such a dick.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry
Fuck,
more
that's
weight
true.
if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
There's not
Maybe.
actually
maybe
any
he's-
evidence.
I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Beauty.
Of
need-
course
You
it's
can get the
right.
fuck out.
This man tormented all of you
Thank you,
for
Bluebeard.
profit.
Let's go,
Georgie
Bluebeard.
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's.
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve
That's
Crane.
justified.
You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was
They
them.
shot at me.
And who sent those two freaks anyway?
You did.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way
Dude,
you treated
those
poor
guys
Tweedledee
fucking
when
shot
he was
at
in
me.
your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
That was Crane's actually.
He's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
He was a suspect, and I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor
Exactly,
when
it
that
was
happened.
Crane.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
Come on, man.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's
Because
enough.
Crane was under your fucking belt,
you
that's
won't
why.
answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all.
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes.
Wait, who
See,
did I-
this
who
is
did- who
exactly
did I direct
what I'm
that to?
speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which
This
one of
guy
us has
is
been
literally
there for
just
you?
smooth
Who
talking
filled your
his
lives
way.
with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly
He's like a
played
fucking
in their
kingpin.
towers?
He's a
Judging
kingpin.
you,
He's
treating
just
you as
smooth talking his way out
mindless
of this shit.
children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
You don't need protection.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Here
Excuse
comes
me.
the evidence.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to. I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
Oh, she better not be
You
defending
probably
him.
don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
She killed herself.
Did he?
No.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
Oh,
Georgie
fuck
would have
yeah.
never done anything without his say-so.
Law school, here I
Ever.
come.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen
Want
to
me to kill him or
yourselves!
what?
You're all rats. fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill him.
Kind of like serial
We can
killers,
imprison him,
you know, capital
lock him up
punishment.
forever, somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help.
Exactly.
We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
What
There will
tree?
be
Has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should vote. No.
Should have a vote.
Democracy.
Make it democratic.
Do
Yep,
you
there it
really
is.
think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just
Fuck, am I gonna
do
kill him or
what you think
not?
is right.
I want to kill him.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Fuck, there it is.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
Sheriff!
Oh my god!
Dude tried to take me with him. Now I know he's not coming back, right?
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
I don't give a fuck what they're afraid of, man. That guy deserved it. Alright. I thought that guy deserved it, man. That guy... It's a fucking, like, kingpin, like, goodness gracious. Everyone's all telling me to fucking kill him and shit. And when I actually do it, they're like, oh my god, he actually did it. Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. You guys are gonna tell me to do this shit and then fuck out of here. Anyway, so that is obviously the end of chapter 5. So I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.